I'm Whitney Lauritsen from EcoVeganGal.com and welcome back to EvG Venture, where my goal is to inspire you and educate you on how to start your own business, pursue your dreams, become the best entrepreneur that you possibly can. This may be for you if you're trying to start a blog, a website, a small business. I'm especially encouraging people who are in the vegan, plant-based world, the eco-friendly world, the health world. I want to see more of you blossom and do things that are going to benefit everybody, every living creature on this planet. This video I felt very inspired to do because, I have the whole reason I started this channel really is because I've been doing this EcoVeganGal brand for since 2008, so time is flying by, and over the years, I've gone through a lot of different transitions, and this started off as a hobby and then became something that I really wanted to do full time, which I do now, and that took me some time to get there. And on, as I'll discuss in most of my videos here, I meet people that want to do this or maybe even haven't even fully recognized that they want to do something like this because they're just so frightened of the thought, or they don't really have anyone around them inspiring them to do this, which is what I want to be. I want to be your motivator, I want to be your mentor, I want to be everything there for you. And what was occurring to me earlier tonight was the importance of picking the things that are really deep within you. That's what's going to drive you, that's what's going to keep you going, that's what's going to keep you up till 3 a.m. as it is for me right now, working away, doing this every single day, no matter what time, what day it is, no matter what the expense is, you're going to keep driving and driving. And what occurred to me earlier tonight is that this is something that I've been enjoying since I was a very young girl. For me, it started off because I was very fascinated with video cameras when I was younger. My father always had them around, and he was always pointing them on me, and we would go out on these little adventures together. He was just capturing everything, documenting everything. So naturally, two things started coming up in my mind as I grew older and I was trying to think about, my life. I remember being around 10 years old and starting to enjoy performing, entertaining people, which perhaps I was just naturally doing as a child in front of the camera because of my father. And I, thought about acting, but something about it didn't feel quite right. And I knew from the age of 12 that I didn't want to act on stage. I wanted to act in front of the camera. And again, when you're 12 years old, you act because of a desire, something that deep within you. There's not a lot of logic to it. So as I'm telling you this story, I want you to start to reflect back on your own experiences as you were growing up. What things just felt good, felt right to you, drove you, something that you just got excited about and you wanted to do all the time. This is what being in front of the camera was for me as a young age. So I started to figure out if I was into acting, and something about it didn't feel quite right. I hated auditioning. I didn't feel that confident in it. I don't know. I could dive deeper and deeper into it, but something didn't feel right about it to me. And what I started to do instead was to take the camera on my own. Instead of my father, I would borrow his camera and I would just record video. All I knew is I just wanted to be in front of the camera, and I would put on little skits, any excuse I possibly could to make videos. And this evolved over the years. I got my own camera, I saved up all my money, and again, here we are with this drive here. I started doing other work so that I could afford to do what I really wanted to do, which is something that a lot of us do as adults. And so I bought the camera, and then one thing led to another. I ended up doing film programs and thought maybe I just want to be behind the scenes, or maybe I want to do both. That was actually a big thing, is I wanted to produce my own content. I wanted to direct it, write it, star in it, produce it, edit it, all of that. And I've done that for years. Came out to Los Angeles and pursued a career in the film world, but that didn't feel right either. It wasn't until I just decided to start the blog EcoVeganGal casually for fun in my spare time that suddenly the ideas started going off in my head, suddenly I felt like I was doing something right. And here I am today recording videos with a webcam and finding ways to afford all the equipment that I need, finding ways to do this full time. And it's taken me years to get here, but I've arrived at this place now, and I keep going, keep evolving because of that core desire, because I tapped into that, because I recognize what I truly love. I recognize what I have to give to other people, and I found ways to make money through it. And all of you can do that. A lot of you probably are watching this video because you have a blog somehow related to what I do. Maybe it's a vegan blog or an eco-friendly or a health blog or something like that. And there's many ways that you can take that blog to the next level. But I also really want to encourage you to think outside of the box and think more specifically to what your core desires are. So for me, it wasn't just about blogging, it wasn't just about sharing my experiences. I really enjoyed producing the content, and I really enjoyed being in front of the camera. So it's turned more into kind of like a host type of role or something like that. And again, tapping into those experiences of being a child and loving acting and loving the video camera. So combining that and then taking my passions for veganism and the environment and health and adding that all in, and here I am. And fortunately, it's also something that is in demand. People want to learn more about the plant-based lifestyle. They want to learn to be more eco-friendly. They want to learn how to be healthier. And perhaps it could just be great timing, but I also believe that you can find something that can benefit people at any point in their life. When you're passionate about something, when you're really good at something, people are going to pay attention. They're going to trust you. They're going to want to give you money for it. They're going to believe in you, and it's just going to roll and roll and roll. So tap into that. Think back. You might need to journal. You might need to talk to your family members or your friends or whoever. Ask them questions. What sort of things have you noticed me being into since you've known me? Your parents would obviously be a great resource, or really old friends that you have. Think about the things that you love to do, and the challenge here is that you may not have had a supportive environment, or something may have happened in your life where you started to believe that you couldn't do this. So you may have moved into other careers. For me, I started moving away to behind the camera, and there was never quite that satisfaction that I had when I was in front of the camera. And this went on for years and years because I didn't have that confidence in myself for a while. And again, it's just tapping into my loves and also just taking risks and going for things, trying things out, which is a huge role in this too. I would love to hear some of your stories, so I'd love to see that in the comments below. Tell me, what did you love to do as a kid? It could be, digging around in the dirt. Maybe you want to do archaeological digs or something like that. I don't know why that's the first thing that came to mind. Maybe it's you were really fascinated with space and you were always looking through the telescope and things. And it doesn't have to be so traditional. I think a lot of times when we think about things like this, we think of more the obvious roles, but you might need to create a whole new role. And that's kind of what I did. A lot of what I do is just making it up as I go along, and somehow it just works out because of the passion there. So you have to get really deep into the specifics and stop looking to what other people are doing. Think about what really feels right to you. You can always modify it, and it's just part of that inspiration there. I want you all to believe in yourselves, and I want you to know that you don't have to work a boring 9-to-5 job and be miserable and work just to make money. You can do what you truly love and make money at it, make an income and a living. You can thrive, you can do it all, and be that person that you wanted to be when you were 3, 6, 10, 15, whatever it may be. Go back to that, and I promise you, you will have the deepest level of satisfaction that you could possibly imagine right now, perhaps in your life. Love, love, love hearing from you. I'm looking forward to hearing all your comments. You can visit ecovegangal.com for all aspects of the eco-vegan lifestyle. I'll have more resources for the business side of it eventually, so stay tuned for that. You can follow me on all the social media networks where I'm always chatting about this sort of thing, various aspects of inspiration and motivation for these lifestyle. And your comments and questions can just go right down below. Thanks so much for watching. Be sure to subscribe if you haven't yet to this channel, and give this video a thumbs up if you like it. I will see you next time. Bye.